You've tried the perfect funnel. You've rewritten your messaging over 17 times. You've also posted every single result and testimonial that you've ever gotten, but still, clients aren't flowing to you as you were hoping for. If you're new to the channel, welcome. My name is Owen. I'm a business coach for wellness coaches and experts who's built a lean, high profit business that generates me $40,000 a month without sending cold DMs, taking sales calls, or posting every single day. Also without a big team and without chasing lame viral tactics. And I help others like yourself do the same. So if this is their first time to the channel, first time watching me, let me just make one thing very clear. I do not speak on theory, I speak practically. This is the real process I use for my clients and myself who are now able to close high ticket clients with ease. Because here's the truth, you're building strategy. And what really moves people to making that buying decision is belief. And I've had a $40,000 month without touching my funnel, updating my messaging, changing my ads, or posting a single case study because I got this one thing right. And in this video, you're gonna learn the exact belief shifting framework that I use every single day along with my clients and how this is implemented to my content, my sales, and my delivery. And it gets prospects to say yes well before we even have a sales conversation. And at the end, I'm gonna share a client story with you that's going to rewire how you market forever. And lastly, because you want to stick to the end, you're going to get the 3 action steps that you can put into your business right away so you can start seeing results fast. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I used to think growth meant you had to be great at everything, have the best funnel, have the best, most profitable niche, be someone of utmost authority and credibility, celebrity status, have the best copywriting, best headlines. But no matter how optimized it looked, something still was not clicking. And I was frustrated. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And I'm sure you're feeling the same way right now if you're not growing your business at the speed that you desire. Because you're probably great at what you do. You're in the wellness space. You're either a mindset coach, anxiety relief, holistic healing, breath work, stress relief, so many things within this wellness umbrella that I just love to work with people within. So you're awesome at what you do, but you stink at sales and marketing. And I say that lightly because I was there too. We are not natural marketers. No one truly is, but we're great at our craft and we're experts in those fields, but we need the right help on how to get the marketing dialed in. But here's what I didn't realize is that people don't buy because of how perfect your system is. More times than not, they don't even see your system. It's a back-end system that only you see as the main coach or as the business owner. They buy because you help them see a new truth and you shift beliefs in the process. Because I have clients come to me all the time and they say, Owen, I'm just selling air. I'm selling info. Nothing about what I sell is unique. How can I be different from the next coach and actually compete with people that have bigger ad budgets that are getting more eyeballs on their stuff? It's a valid concern. I get it. And the first step is believing you are different than any other coach because no one else has your own story and no one else has your experience of how you went from pain to pleasure or overcame whatever challenge it is that you coach other people on powering through. And truthfully, side note, despite how great online coaches look like they're doing on a day-to-day basis, most people are struggling to have consistent 5-figure months. So don't worry. But with what I'm going to outline in this video, you're going to be able to have consistent 5-figure months and continue to grow your business all while making the desirable impact that you want to make. And those that are doing well and are consistently getting clients and getting views on their content from real buyers, not just lurkers, they're doing it because they're focused on creating content that shifts beliefs and not just simply sharing how-to type of content. And they're also not focused on the next shiny object or complex funnel or new ClickFunnels platform that they need to adopt because the next Russell Brunson guru told them to. Because truthfully, you don't need more things in your business. You actually need less. You need things that are more aligned within a simple system that suits you. Now, I run a method called the River Method, which I talk about in other videos, and I can link it down in the description. But the premise of the River Method and anything that I preach on when it comes to online business is simple scales, complex fails, and keeping things dialed in very clearly so you as the owner are not confused. Because if you're confused, who else is going to be confused? The prospect that's on the other end of the call or on the other end of your content. So to create more revenue and more impact, you don't need more, you actually need less. And it all comes down to one big idea. Until someone believes that they can have the result, they won't move, period. Once I understood this, everything changed. I stopped trying to out-tactic everyone and listen to the latest guru or buy their book and find out what they're doing that's unique that I'm not doing. And I simply started focusing on belief transfer. In content, I shifted from explaining what I do to challenging why they haven't done it yet. In sales, I stopped pitching features and started reflecting their future identity. And in my delivery, I coached my clients to become the version of themselves that creates results, not just completes tasks. In a nutshell, I realized the way that I sell, the way that I market, and the way that I deliver the results to my clients has one core job: to shift someone's internal identity. Got to shift it from, I don't know if I could do this, to I'm already becoming the person who gets this result. And that shift changes everything. But don't take my word for it, because the same shift has shown to work tremendously with all of my clients. Take my client Jeff, for example. He was incredible at what he does. He was in the mindset and performance niche. Unfortunately, he was competing with the likes of Brendon Burchard and Tony Robbins and not wondering why his messaging wasn't sticking with the right people and why he wasn't able to get enough sales calls to grow his business ultimately. And with Jeff's revenue dropping and frustration, we began to reflect on this. As a father of two boys, he was barely getting by, hadn't crossed that threshold of $10,000 a month, and was actually thinking about throwing in the towel and calling it quits. But I knew he wanted more, and I saw how he lit up when he spoke about his two boys and leaving them in the household. So we rebuilt his messaging completely, and we focused on breaking beliefs, rather than just showing proof or speaking even to the current pains of his ideal clients. Now Jeff leads a massive movement called the Warrior Dad, and he's on a mission to impact 1 million dads soon enough to be the leader of their household that they deserve to be. Now, this alone has been a huge win for us, but when you get the messaging right, the revenue always follows and is right as well. Now Jeff averages 20K months consistently in his business, and he's also one of the most fulfilled coaches that I've ever worked with. Belief drives action. Strategy just supports it. So here's the exact framework I use in my business and share with my clients on how you can create belief shifting content to get people to be warmed up, get ready to buy, and be ready to even say the 3-letter word yes way before you even have a sales conversation with them. Step 1 is you need to identify the core limiting belief that they're having. What does this ideal client believe that's keeping them stuck? Not surface level. I'm talking real identity level belief that they're holding on to. Here's a simple example. I need a huge audience to sell high ticket. I have such a small audience, Owen, I'm not going to be able to get people to believe that I'm great at what I do or convince people that I'm the best person for them. I need more followers. How do I do that? But really, just a surface level problem. Because at the end of the day, audience members and likes and all those vanity metrics do not translate to real dollars, nor do they even add to much credibility because most people are faking it right now. Step 2 is you got to break the belief with proof and perspective. Challenge it, disrupt it, create tension. Show how that belief is actually creating their current stuckness. So an example is like my client made $10,000 with only 900 followers because her content shifted beliefs, not because she didn't have the reach. This is where you use your own stories that no one else can replicate, and this is how you become a category of one within your niche, even if you think it's saturated. Share your wins, your truth that no one else can replicate. In step 3, you want to replace it with a new empowering truth. Give them a belief that unlocks action. You need to speak directly to the belief that's already holding your audience back. And the example is, you don't need more reach. You need to speak directly to the belief already holding your audience back. So if you're wondering how to use this, here's the 3 quick steps right back at you that you can implement into your business right away. Step number 1, find the belief keeping them stuck. Step number 2, break it with a lived truth or story. And step number 3, replace it with one that moves them towards your solution. When you do this right, clients are going to start saying yes well before you even share a pitch with them, because they're going to feel seen and they're going to notice that you've seen where they're at in their current pains and you're proposing a new way, a new truth, a new outlet on how they can get out of the stuckness that they're enduring. And the belief in itself does the heavy lifting. Now, just to drill this point even further, I want to outline another client story around my client Christie on how she was enduring some pain and trying to blast through to grow her consulting business and was not able to until we implemented this same framework. So Christie is an absolute powerhouse. West Point grad, she served in Iraq in our military, and she led teams in corporate. But none of that stopped her from feeling dismissed in the corporate world, especially by her male peers. She was even told to smile more by others in the boardroom. She knew that other women in leadership were facing the same thing, undervalued, under-recognized, and doubting their voice. She knew they couldn't be authentic, they couldn't speak up, and the confidence of them was at an all-time low. But even with her own lived experience, she didn't know how to turn all of that into a message that she could share as part of her consulting. And that's when she came to me. She tried webinars, templates, playbooks, lead magnets. She tried it all, everything that, again, the online guru tells you to try. But those were just tactics, right? Those are just surface level ways to actually take your belief shifting messaging and plug it into these tactics. You have to get the foundation right, or else none of those tactics will work. So I asked her this simple question that I ask almost all my clients. What's the one belief these women are holding that's actually keeping them small? And she answered back right away, because it's usually something that's top of mind because you've lived through it yourself. And Christie said, they think their power lies in proving themselves, when in reality, it's in owning who they already are. Boom, that was it. It was amazing to hear, and she had this lit up face of an aha moment that she's been chasing for so long. So we rebuilt her messaging around that one belief, and almost instantly she started attracting the right women. Her LinkedIn profile started to grow. She got like 3 badges on LinkedIn back when those were popular, and she started getting inbound traffic of the right people talking to her to learn more. So then we developed a program and process to help women channel their authenticity in the workforce, especially in a male-dominant workplace. And within a couple weeks, she brought in $13,500 in revenue, and she was ecstatic. No funnel, no complicated launch, not even paid ads with this model, and no objection-filled sales calls. Because again, the belief shifting did the work. The content we produced did the work. And now her business runs on belief-first marketing, no burnout. So if this belief shifting framework hit home for you, hopefully you can go apply into your business right away so you can start attracting the right clients. But if you're done forcing strategy that does not feel aligned with you and you want to start scaling with flow and not force, then you're going to love what I have next. You're going to want to watch this video right up here or right up here that outlines my process on how you can add $20,000 of profit using just Instagram with what I call the river method. It's the exact process I use and my clients use to attract clients on autopilot without chasing, pushing, or pressuring. It's how I've built a $40,000 a month coaching business that's allowed me to live this freedom lifestyle to do what I want when I want. A business that feels light, clean, clear, and scalable. And it's probably the missing piece to your own growth with this framework. And my method is probably the missing piece for your growth and peace of mind that you've been desiring. So if you're a wellness coach, you're doing over $10,000, you're great at what you do, and you want to scale with more ease and flow, then check out the video right here. I'll see you there.